Well, you better introduce me.
As what?
Oh, I don't know. As a wise and wonderful person who wants to help, don't exaggerate.
This is,
Seize them! I told you not to exaggerate.
Hello, and welcome to another Doctor Who DVD review. In this DVD review I shall be looking at the final two stories in the Key to Time trilogy, which are The Power of Kroll and The Armageddon Factor. Yes, so in this video I shall be looking at those stories and my overall thoughts to the actual Key to Time trilogy itself. Yes, so without further ado, let's look at the cover of The Power of Kroll. So the cover basically is BBC DVD, Doctor Who, The Key to Time, Story 5. Then we have the cover is Kroll there, this giant octopus creature. We've got the TARDIS there in the sort of reeds, the fifth segment to The Key to Time, the Doctor and Romana, and then the Marsh people on the boat, and the rig, and some lightning striking, which is a very nice effect to have on the cover. Yeah, I do like this cover. It's a really nice design. I like the TARDIS sort of there. I think it looks pretty cool. We've got a green Tom Baker banner. The spine, Power of Kroll carries on that reed effect there. Then we have some pictures from the story and the Key to Time Story 5 highlighted in green. So the story was first broadcast on the 23rd of December 19 to the 13th of January 1979. Yeah, so let's look at the special features of this DVD and the disc and my overall thoughts of the story. So here is the booklet I've already taken out. There we are. So we have commentary. In the studio, that looks at studio filming of the story. Variations, BBC local news programme visits the location filming of this story. Philip Maddock, a villain of all seasons. That looks at Philip Maddock's various roles in Doctor Who as villains, such as the most notable one, the Brain and Morbius as Solon. There's a bit of relevance now of the Night of the Doctor. If you haven't seen it, where have you been? It's wonderful. No spoilers in there. Well, there are spoilers in the actual thing, but I haven't. Well, it is set on a planet we've seen in the classic series. There's something about Mary. Mary Town looks back at her time on Doctor Who. Continuity announcement, Radio Times, Billings, production subtitles, photo gallery, and the coming soon trailer. Then we have the chapter points and some more pictures from the story. So if we look at the disc and then my overall thoughts. So the disc is green with the fifth segment on there. Very nice to represent the sort of swamp planet. Now this story is again a bit of a Marmite story. Some people like it, some people hate it. I'm on the side I like it. It's a really good story. I think it's quite a bold and ambitious story, all being on this giant on this marsh planet. Yeah, I just think it's a really bold story, and it's probably one of my favourites from the actual series, the Key to Time series, that is. I think Tom Baker's on fine form, and I think this story really does show Romana 1 and Tom Baker's Doctor's relationship between each other, and really does work well. Yes, I do like the Power of Kroll. Kroll itself, this giant creature there, is wonderful, especially when he rises from the water. Now, I read the novelisation of this a couple of years ago and I enjoyed it, and actually seeing the story, there's a bit of a difference, but I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, I really like the Power of Kroll. Just a really great story. We get to see John Leeson actually in physical form, not doing the voice of K9. He's actually a character in this, part of the refinery group, I think it is. Well, he's on the refinery. So yeah. So now we look at the final part, the final story of the Key to Time, which is the Armageddon Factor. So if we look at the cover, we have a sticker saying Key to Time Story 6, BBC DVD, Doctor Who The Armageddon Factor. So the cover consists of Romana, her future form, which in this she's called Princess Astra, I think it is, or something like that. I don't know what she's called, I forgot. Then we've got a shadow, I think it is, Tom Baker there, and the Key to Time there, one of the segments. Then we've got Tom Baker, years on an orange banner, the Armageddon Factor, and some pictures from the story on the top. Like any other story in the box set, it's got the Key to Time Story 6, with stories by Bob Baker and Dave Martin. First broadcast on the 20th of January to the 24th of February 1979. So yeah, let's look inside. So inside we have two discs of stories here, and the other featuring the special features. So let's go on to the little booklet, which I've already taken out. So for this we have, special feature wise, we have on disc 1 commentary and the PDF DVD-ROM, Doctor Who Annual 1979. Disc 2, Defining the Shadows, cast and crew look back at the making of the Armageddon Factor. Alternate and extended scenes. Directing Who, Michael Hayes looks back at his directing career in Doctor Who. Rogue Time Lord, Pepper Mill at 1. Radiophonic feature. New Sounds of Music, Merry Christmas, Doctor Who. Late Night Story, Continuity announcements, Radio Times biddings, production subtitles, photo gallery, and the coming soon trailer. Woo! So we have the chapter points there and some pictures. And if I haven't shown it already, there's the front, well, there's the booklet. So my overall thoughts for the story is the Armageddon Factor, I think, is probably my least favourite in the actual series. It's not a good way to finish the series. I think it's 2 parts too long, or what have you. I just think it drags. If it was a bit shorter, I may enjoy it a bit more, but I'm not a fan of this story. This is the last story to feature Mary Tam as Romana 1, which is a bit of a shame, because I really did like Romana 1, but Mary Tam has done a few audios, but sadly no longer with us, so we can't enjoy any more Romana 1 New Adventures with Tom Baker, which is sad. But yeah, Armageddon Factor is a bit of a hit or miss for me. I don't really like the story that much, but I will watch it if I have to. Yeah, so let's go on to my overall thoughts of the Key to Time. So my overall thoughts for this DVD set, definitely worth picking up because it's become a lot cheaper since it was originally released back in 2007, I think it was, and I think it was about 60 or 70 quid, and it's about 20 quid now. So you're getting 6 Tom Baker stories, and normally a DVD costs about 15 quid when it's first released, so I think it is a good bargain for that price, unless the price has gone up. Yeah, you're getting a whole series of Doctor Who right there. There are some good stories and bad stories in my opinion, but you get that with every series. You know, not every series is perfect. Each series does have a weak story, and this set does include some hidden gems, what people may not expect, like the Power of Kroll in my opinion. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking up the Key to Time. My next DVD review will be of the Ice Warriors, and then Paradise Towers, and then Time Lash. What I'll request, and I will do them later on. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. So yeah, thank you and goodbye.